Microsoft Office 2016 is the newest version of Microsoft Office, offering features that provide users with better functionality and easier ways to work with the various files they create. This version of Office also is designed to work more optimally on mobile devices and online. In the Microsoft Office 2016 apps, you'll find Microsoft Word 2016, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, Access, Outlook, Publisher, and OneNote. We're going to be exploring the Microsoft Word 2016 application. So what is Word? Word is a full-featured word processing app that allows you to create many types of personal and business documents, including flyers, letters, memos, resumes, reports, fax cover sheets, mailing labels, and newsletters. Word also provides tools that enable you to create web pages and save these web pages directly on a web server. Word has many features designed to simplify the production of documents and add visual appeal. Using Word, you easily can change the shape, size, and color of text. You also can include borders, shadings, tables, images, pictures, charts, and web addresses in documents. So let's look at the Word window. The Word window consists of a variety of components to make your work more efficient and documents more professional. We're going to look at the document window. Now notice, the Word window has what looks like a mock sheet of paper, which we will call the document window. And the view which it is seen in right now is called the print layout view. On this window, you'll find that there are scroll bars. Notice one on the right, and sometimes you'll see one at the bottom of the screen as well. There's also a status bar, and it gives some statistics, for example, page numbers, word count, views, and zooming options. Now the main part of the ribbon, which is seen at the top of the page, or top of the window, has tabs on it. So you'll have the Home tab all the way down to the Help tab. Now these ribbons, or this one ribbon, which has the tabs, will have different options for each tab. So notice on the Home tab, there are groups: the clipboard group, the font group, the paragraph group, and the styles group, all the way down to editing. Within each group, you'll notice that there are several commands that are grouped together. For example, in the clipboard group, there's the format painter, copy, cut, and paste, all grouped together. So there's the ribbon, which is all of this. And on the ribbon, there are tabs from Home to Help. And in each tab, there are groups, such as the clipboard group and the font group on the Home tab. And each tab and group has commands. Now, there are ribbons options, that there are additional ribbon options that you're going to be seeing as we go along through this software. But let's point this one out. Did you know that there are tabs that only show up when you're working with certain things, and they disappear when you're not? For example, if I insert a table, you'll notice that the Table Tools, Design, and Layout tabs show up, but as soon as I stop working on those, they disappear. These tabs are called tool tabs or contextual tabs. So when you perform certain tasks, like adding pictures or tables, you'll notice these tabs will show up, but as soon as you're not working on them, they disappear. So I'm going to get rid of the table for now. Now let's look at what's called a gallery. Some items on the ribbon include buttons, boxes, and galleries. What is a gallery? It's a set of choices, often graphical, and arranged in a grid or a list, and you can scroll through and click and choose arrows to expand your view. So let's take a look at the styles gallery. So I'm going to select the word hello here. I'm just going to click in the line, and I can simply point to an item in the gallery, and you notice here's an option to show more of these items. Point to the options in the gallery and see how they look, or how the item in the document will appear before I even make my choice. That is called live preview. I can point to a gallery option, see the effect in the document before I actually make my choice. So galleries and live previews. Now, some commands on the ribbon will display an image that will help you to remember their function, but you can also point to some commands and see what the command is, the shortcuts that might be available, and even help on how to use that command. So pause a little, put your mouse, pause a little on any of the commands, and you'll see the name and any shortcut keys that they may have. So they call those screen tips. Now, on the ribbon in the groups, you'll notice that some of the groups have a button that's sitting at the very right corner of the group. This is called the dialog box launcher. So for example, on the home tab in the paragraph group, there's a dialog box launcher, and it opens additional commands that they simply can't fit on the ribbon. So notice the option for tabs. Try the others and you'll see. The font group has one, and even the styles group has one. Now, some of these dialog box launchers, you notice the paragraph group opens a separate window, but sometimes, for example, the clipboard group will open what's called a task pane. What's a task pane? It's a window that will remain open and visible while you work in your document, but you can always close these. And sometimes they'll show up on the left, as you saw the clipboard group, and others will show up on the right side. Microsoft Office 2016 Word Edition has what's called a Tell Me box. It appears to the right of the tabs on the ribbon, and if you type something there, such as, let's say, center, the Tell Me box will tell you how to get that option done. It will actually bring up the command to allow you to use the command. So you can try it out. It's a very handy help aid. The mini toolbar. The mini toolbar appears automatically based on tasks that you might be performing in a document. For example, let's say I highlighted the word hello here. You notice the mini toolbar shows up, and there are additional options that come straight off of the ribbon that they simply pull a little closer to you. So what's the point of the mini toolbar? To minimize the use of your hand or mouse movements, meaning you don't have to travel all the way up to the ribbon to get to do certain things. Now, if you're not working on it, it simply fades and disappears. Now, right-click on the word hello here. You'll see that the mini toolbar is also attached with a shortcut menu. So there are even more buttons coming off the ribbon that you can use to minimize your use of the ribbon itself. Then there's the quick access toolbar. You'll notice the quick access toolbar is sitting right above the ribbon itself. So you notice there's save, undo, and redo, and I have an extra one here for a new blank document. This is the quick access toolbar. You can customize this by adding additional options. For example, let's say I wanted quick print up here. You notice the quick print options icon shows up. So that's the quick access toolbar. And finally, there's the key tips. Now, some people might prefer using their keyboard instead of the mouse. And if you press the Alt key on your keyboard, you'll notice that on the ribbon and even on the quick access toolbar are some letters and numbers. So the key tip badge shows up. So it means then without using your mouse, you can simply press the letter or number that you see. So if I wanted to get to the review tab, I'm going to press the R on my keyboard, which will take me there. And notice the additional key tips are showing up. So it's a matter of pressing the S on my keyboard to get the spelling and grammar check going. Now, you can always hit the escape key to deactivate the key tips. So pressing Alt activates it, and pressing the escape key will deactivate it. Now that ribbon, did you know you can hide it? Some people might prefer it a little bit more out of the way. There is the collapse the ribbon option. Notice it's farthest right on your screen. It is this arrow, and if you click it, your ribbon is going to go hiding. Now let's say you went back to use the insert tab, for example. What if you want the ribbon to remain? You notice it goes away. If you want it to remain, go back to the same location you got the collapse option first, and you notice there's the pin the ribbon option. If you click that button, then the ribbon will expand again. Now there are additional options here in the ribbon display options that you can tinker with, the auto hide ribbon, the show tabs, and the show tabs and commands option. So let's review. You saw that the Word window opens with a document view, a document window, which looks like a mock sheet of paper because it's in the print layout view. And you'll note that the ribbon, which is this section, has tabs from home to help. And the tabs have groups such as clipboard and font on the home tab. And the groups have commands. For example, the clipboard group has format, painter, copy, cut, and paste. Down at the bottom of your window, there's the status bar, and you'll find statistics such as page numbering, number of words, and even view and zoom options. We noted that there is the mini toolbar that shows up when you are doing certain options and disappears when you're not. And when you right click on a word, you get the mini toolbar with an appended shortcut menu. Take note that there are tabs that show up only when you're working on certain things. For example, when you click the Insert tab to put a table in, these contextual tabs, or tool tabs as they're called, will show up, such as here, Table Tools, Design, and Layout tab, because we're working on the table, but disappear when you're not. We noted that, for example, Styles has what's called a gallery. It's on the Home tab, it's the Styles gallery. And if you point to options in the Styles gallery, Live Preview will show you how the document will be affected by that particular choice, even before you make that choice. Then the dialog box launcher are these buttons that look like arrows appended to some groups, which have additional commands which you simply cannot fit in the ribbon. And some of these options will open what's called a task pane, which is this window, that can remain open even while your document is still in view. And you can close those and they might appear on the left and even on the right. Don't forget the scroll bars, one on the right and one on the bottom. And for those who wish to hide the ribbon, the collapse the ribbon option is available. You can head back to the ribbon, proceed to work, and if you so choose to have the ribbon open, there's the pin the ribbon option. And of course, the additional options in the ribbons display options are available. So this is it. Thank you for viewing.